Hello. All right. Back to this. Trying to learn how to add different camera animations to my scene and sequence them up together, which is kind of not that complicated, but also kind of complicated. Just because of how Unreal organizes all these things. Oh goodness, sorry about a yawn first off. So it seems like kind of the way to do things, the recommended way to do things, is to have a sequence for each shot. A sequence is like a Unreal object for containing animations. So like you can nest those within each other, so you can have control over a specific shot and then kind of have like sort of a global timeline that moves those shots around. So I think having everything, all like different cameras swapping and stuff on one timeline, is a more confusing thing to have to deal with. They show you how to do it, but then they say don't do it, which is kind of confusing to me. My understanding was that like you could use the camera cuts track in one sequence to do animations between cameras, but I think even though you can do that, they recommend doing it with shots, which are, I guess, just sort of like a container for a sequence, sort of. But it has its own kind of data, I guess, for managing that sequence in the context of the whole thing. So yeah, it's a lot of information. But I just used the default, like, what did I do even? Oh, up here you can do like add level sequence with shots, and it will go ahead and like it made the sequences folder. No, inside cinematics it made this folder too, and then a sequences folder, and then a folder for the sequence, the name I gave it. It's like it all feels like 3 more levels of nesting than I feel like it needs to have, but I guess it's there for organizational purposes that make sense. So there is the sequence. If I double click it, this is like the main sequence of like 3 different shots, I think. No, I'm inside of it. I need it because I was there a second ago. Here it is. This is the main sequence. I just named this one shot 1. These are all named whatever it gave them before, but I guess you can name each of these little strips something different, and that is the shot. And within that shot is a sequence. Now I'm in a different sequence. Sequence 2. No, I'm in shot 0010 underscore 01. Which has its own camera cuts track. I guess every sequence has a camera cuts track. I don't know if that... I guess every sequence with a camera has a camera cuts track, so that you can tell it which camera needs to be active. I think that's the purpose of that. So underneath this shot, this camera that it made. Also, I think it instantiates and like kills these cameras as the timeline is playing, so they're not always just like hanging out in your scene. Because right now you can see actor 12, cinecamera actor 12, and if I go back to a different shot, like if I go into this one, this is cinecamera actor 27. If I click up here, are you still here? I can still see it. I guess it didn't kill it. If I start moving my timeline, does something happen? Yeah, it does. Once the camera animation changes, the other camera disappears and this one appears. So it is like spawning these cameras in the scene to use. What's up, Hua? Pristine! It's gonna go in my resume. Pristine rendering! Some recruiter on LinkedIn messaged me about a job and was asking about, like, I don't think they knew exactly what the job was at first that they were asking about, because they were like, do you do 3JS? And I was like, I've done some. And also they're asking about some other code stuff, like, within that description, and I was like, I don't really do that. I don't know too much about that, but I have touched it before. And then they got back to me again, like, the next day, and were like, actually, it looks like it's more of a 3D creation thing than it is a coding thing. And I was like, well, that's good, because that's what I told her. Like, I don't really do the code as much as I do the 3D creation stuff. And then she got back to me and was like, okay, can you send me a resume? And I did it, and immediately she's like, what have you been doing since 2022? And I'm like, trying to find a different career. It's like, and then no messages back. Ugh, it hurts. But I don't know what that has to do with anything that we were just talking about, but I just felt like I needed to vent it a little bit. It's very annoying. It's like super urgent to like get my info, and then like, oh, you asked. I have a feeling that whatever it was that she was going to offer me was not something I'd want to do anyway, so not a huge loss, but anyway. Okay, so trying to wrap my head around this camera thing. The thing that makes this slightly confusing. Well, okay, so I'm like, how do I adjust my camera settings and be able to see what's happening? So I guess I can pilot this, right? Yeah, okay, and then I can adjust whatever. This is not the film back and aspect ratio and stuff that I would normally, that I had set up before, so like, we'll do in Super 35 and what did I make this thing say? Anyway, thank you, Hua. How are you? What have you been up to? I think this needs to be 2. Yeah. Now we're working with the cinematic aspect ratio. Always hoping. Oh, yeah, I've been focusing on trying to clean up some material stuff I'd made before for portfolio. I think that's what my last 2 streams were about. It's basically all I worked on last week. And I don't know how I feel about it all at this point now, thinking back on it. Like, I don't know. I learned a lot of the things that, like, watching some other videos not related to materials, I learned a lot of things that I was doing in terms of, like, I feel like I'm, like, really blowing out the texture budget on this whole thing, using 4K textures all over the place, and kind of discovered I should be doing things a little differently and more efficiently for what a game would need. I'm not gonna like stress over it at this point, but I think I'm gonna take a look at some things and go back to the drawing board a little bit on that whole material thing. I also feel like I'm closer to having a environment general portfolio that is good to show than I am having a material portfolio that's good to show. And my thinking at first was like, I should be able to kick this out pretty quickly. And I think really like looking at other material portfolios people have, I really would need to like, it's more than just like showing some basic materials. Like it's like really complex things you have to you really want stuff that looks flashy and good. And everything I was looking at, I was kind of getting discouraged. Like I made this kind of functional, it's like technically and functionally it's a kind of nice thing that I made last week, but it's not a thing that really shows well on a portfolio. So I may end up using it down the line for portfolio stuff, but like I think like the investment in time and energy I would need to make a material specific portfolio is probably out of the scope of like what I was thinking at first. So I'm going back to this again to see if I can get it done. Yet again, shifting gears to a different project, but this one is like in the home stretch, I think. Let's get a few good renders out of this, get some more feedback, and see what people think. See if anything is jumping out. What I actually am looking at right now that jumps out at me, though, is how pristinely clean all this brass stuff down at the end of the hallway is, and how it needs a little bit of breakup somehow. It looks fake. So I might go in here and mess around with some of that a little bit. A little macro roughness grime or something that just breaks it up a little. Okay, so I have my camera cuts track with my different camera actors that it created for me. I think I need to, I don't know what, actually I'm going to go back out of this one. This was just a test. I'm going to go up a level to the sequence root. Okay, this doesn't, okay, if I click this now, we are looking at, yes, good, okay, we're seeing some of these shots look exactly the same, but we have different sequences here that we can go into and edit. The other thing I want to figure out that I haven't messed with yet is how to do a shot that is like a dolly shot. There's like, you can make it, make a camera move along like a spline track, so it like follows a little curve around, and then you can have your camera point at a subject. So I watched somebody do that in a video the other day that was really good, so it'd be a cool skill. All right, let's get back in here. I wish I could easily copy all of the properties from one camera to another. There might be a way to do this. Copy name. I'm gonna Google that real quick because I feel like that would be very useful to know about. Unreal copy properties. Copy all properties. Another. All right. New object. Oh, this is. Okay. That's what I want right there. I think okay, that's not a good answer because I think it's also wrong because I'm pretty sure you can just right click a location and get all the location values, and the same for rotation and scale. But I guess there's not an easy way to just transfer the. I saw somebody. Okay, not gonna worry about it right now. Another thing that would be nice is just to use an existing camera. I don't know if that's possible. I guess what camera cuts is doing under the hood is it's changing what camera is spawned. It's just changing this property. If I click on... Is this actually a property of the camera component? If I click on this camera actor over here... No. I don't think the component itself has anything to do with that. I think that's all... That's all inside the timeline stuff, I guess. Oh, I'm yawning so much. I'm so sorry. Okay. What I could do is just go to my cameras that I have somewhere. Where the heck are they? Name them shot 1 and shot animation. I'm gonna go here first. Copy location. And then I'm gonna go to shot cinema camera 12 and paste location. Did it do it? It did. I think. I'm gonna copy the rotation back here. Paste. Yeah. And what other thing I need to do is Super 35. Oh, that's what else we got? It's not default. Squeeze factor 2. Focus method manual. Tracking focus. Okay, let's go back to this. .30 focal length. We can do this. Watch this. Here we go. Manual focus distance. It would be nice if I could just use that camera, though. Instead of copying all these properties over. New binding. can do that, it seems. Shot one animation. I'm not sure what's going on right here. Oh. Oh, okay. So now I have two camera cuts in here because of this. Because there's a second camera inside this sequence. I only want one camera inside the sequence, I think. No, the thing that I'm thinking about, this is the sequence for this. Yeah, and that's what we were just looking at. That's the sequence we were editing. Really, these names are so verbose. Or maybe that's not the word. There's just too much. I don't need all these padded zeros and stuff, but we don't have a handful of shots. I kind of want to do this. Well, I don't want to totally do it from scratch. This is nice to see the structure that they're giving me. I just want this to feel cleaner. It feels like a mess right now. Okay. Thinking. I kind of want to delete all my sequences and start from scratch. We got the after lunch zone outs going on here. Great for streaming. I already have a folder I made called sequences. I don't think I want any of the sequences. It won't let me do it. How would I delete this stuff? Do I have to go through and delete all the individual sequences for this to happen? It doesn't want to. There's all these dependencies. Ugh. Okay. It just didn't want to delete it because they weren't empty. Didn't tell me that. It's just like, okay, no. Fine. Alright, let's go to sequences here, and I'm going to delete this one that I made. And we're going to delete this folder and go with what Unreal likes by default for now. Yep. That's not mine. I came with the fog thing. Okay. Now we're gonna do it this way again because this is a nice. I feel like this is a nice way to start. I don't know if I want to name these differently. Kind of confusing to call it shot one cam. I'm just gonna keep those because if I screw the stuff up with these, it's okay. Okay. Shot one camera, shot two camera. So let's go back up here and with shots. I don't know why you would nest them in a folder like they did. It seems overly complex. I guess you might have other shots. You might have other multiple sequences within a shot. I guess that's why they do it. To organize all those sequence files. What if I just add level sequence? What does it want to do? All game. Then we tell it where we want it to go, which is cinematic sequences. And we're going to call this camera animation. Okay. Now we have a very basic sequencer track. Now I'm going to look here at what this document says to do. If you're going to create it this way from scratch. It says add cinematics level sequence. That's essentially what we did from up there, I think. There's a bunch of crud. So I guess I need a shots track. I feel like I need to take notes on this. Because this is the kind of thing, if I don't do it for a while and come back to it, I'll totally forget what I was doing. Boop. Call this Do a little screen grab. All right. Okay, so here I'll just get my notes out here too. Y'all can see what I'm doing as well. You all, y'all, you're put this in the same window. Okay. So we've added a level sequence. Then we added a shots track. Let's see if that's what it says we should do. It doesn't even say to add the shots track. Okay. But I did it. Oh, look, they've got, okay. So you can have multiple shots tracks and A/B edit them or whatever. I did this. Shots are individual sequences within a level sequence. They can use to create more complex cinematics than real. Each shot corresponds to its own sequence asset. Okay, so the shot... I made a shots track, but there's no sequence. If I tell it this one, is it going to get confused? A circular dependency. See, this is how this got me confused before. If I click add, this is why this is confusing. It's like I get the hierarchy kinda, but it's... And these are just level sequences. I think there's a way to make this more automatic, but maybe not having to do the whole make sequence with shots, because I don't want to have a bunch of empty shots I have to get rid of. Maybe I need to make a subsequence? No, that wouldn't be under a shot, would it? Oof. I want to understand it better. Like, I want to do it the manual way so I can understand like how all these things relate to each other better. Like, I did the automatic way before and it made sense and I was able to do what I thought I should be doing, but like at the same time, if I had to make any changes or use something that already existed, I wouldn't know how to do it. So you can add shots to an existing level sequence by navigating in the sequence editor to the tracks button. I'm going to close this and just do what it's saying to do. No, I didn't want to open you. Go away. Creation. Shot, insert shot, create a new level sequence asset that will be added to your... I don't want a shot track. How? Shots. I guess I need to make a shots track first. I guess I need to make a shot track. And then I have to do what? Click the shot, insert shot button. Ah. Hold on. I'm gonna do this again. Welcome back, Hua. I'm figuring stuff out in this convoluted, crazy nesting of timelines and stuff. Okay, so I made my sequence. Now I need to add a shot track. Let's see how I do that again. To screen grab. No, this. Nope. I thought too hard about what I was trying to do, and now oh, Windows Shift S. Okay. Dude. No, not a subsequence track. Holy crap. Shot track. That one. Making a little document for myself. Add shot track. Add level sequence, insert shot. Add shot. Creates new level sequence. Okay, let's try that. So, shot track. Clicking the plus, clicking insert shot right there. We're gonna call it shot 1. Can I do that? And sequences. I'm just gonna put them all in the same place. I think that'll be easier for what we're doing. They don't need to be all nested in different folders, but this worked. Okay, so now we have our shot track with a sequence inside of it, and if I click this, now we should be inside that sequence to add animation to a camera. So I should be able to do add I don't need to add other sequences, it just needs to be one. Oops. Let's see what they say to do. This asset creation window appears. By default, the directory will be relative to the main level sequence and placed in a shot subdirectory if one is defined in your editor project settings. Which it is not, so it just let me put it right here. Okay. Which I think I like better for this. Keeps things a little simpler. Okay, did that. And you can also select a sequence you've already created for that shot. Okay. Beginning to see the flexibility of why doing it this way makes sense. Shots can also be added by dragging a level sequencer asset from the content browser. Oh dang, well that's like the easy way to do it. What's up, Clown Scorp? How are you doing? I saw you were streaming today. I didn't get to catch any of it, unfortunately, but maybe next time. How are the clown sculpts coming? I'm trying to learn how to animate cameras in Unreal Engine. Terrible Blender keeps crashing. Oh no. Is it that your scene's just so full of stuff that it's running out of memory, or what's going on? Blender's just being buggy. Right click a shot on the timeline and navigate to the context menu to properties to see its details. If I go to shot one, if I go to camera animation, actually, let's see here. I'm gonna open this one up. Oh no, really? Oh, I have to use a little breadcrumbs to get back to the main. Here's my main shot, shot one. I can change the length of it. Logs in Blender. I feel like I've done this trying to solve a problem before. It writes out a text file. It contains information that may help identify the cause of the crash, usually in the temporary directory. Good. App data local Blender Foundation Blender cache. I want to see what that looks like. App data. Wait, I gotta go to my user folder. App data local. Blender Foundation. Blender cache. Well, that's nothing. Thanks, Blender. Did I follow that correctly? Update a local Blender Foundation Blender cache. Memory directory is used to store various files at runtime. Ugh. Environment variables. No. Well, I'm pretty sure you're not looking for asset library indices. Whatever the heck that is. It's probably got something to do with procedural hair node assets. What? I've never even touched that. I don't know what any of this is. Okay. Now you got me curious. Don't be sorry, it's all good. I'm having fun. I like being helpful. Or trying to be helpful, at least. It might not end up being helpful, but we'll see. You can load anytime, Blender. What is happening? Okay. Where did it say in that thing I was just reading? Wait, what? Platform dependent paths. How did I get here? This is what I was looking at. I guess maybe I was looking at a part of this. Oh no, this is it. Temperature. Oh no, I was like, wait. On a crash, a file is written based on the name of the currently loaded blend file, so test.blend will create a file called test.crash.txt. How often do you think this thing crashes before it gets to write any of this stuff? Like, does it always know it's crashing? Hmm. Oh, this is the cache directory. I was reading the wrong thing, I think. What was I reading? Where did I go? Couldn't find anything. Fair enough. I'm curious now as to what the heck I was just looking at. Well, I closed it. Whoops. Crazy click finger. Okay. Image Krita is okay. I guess I did that a long time ago. Is this a good thing that there's nothing? It is ignored because there's nothing here. Environment variables, wherever Windows says the temp directory is. Hold on. There's some old videos. That's annoying. Here's a temp folder. It's mine! I should be able to access it! Oh, it let me do it anyway. Oh, I had to click continue. Wow, okay. Somehow I don't think this is what we were looking for. That's not where I want to be typing. What am I doing? Windows default temp. Ugh. App data local temp. That's probably where it does it. In the user folder. Users. Me. App data local temp. This is a lot of things. I saw blend something fly by. Blender. Good. Empty folders. Does it make files too sometimes? Mat debug log. Boop. Like from oh. Autosave.blend. Interesting. I thought it said it was going to write we were looking for like a text file log. But that's interesting. Temporary directory is selected based on the... Okay. Where did I... How did we get to... Okay. Writes out a text file, blah, blah, blah. In the temporary directory contains a log of tools used up until the crash, as well as some other debug. This would be useful to have. Yeah. Yep, that's what I just found. Name of the crash log is your... Yes, this is basically saying the same thing I'm reading. Cool. Confirmed. If I type in that folder crash animate.txt. See if it gives me anything. I wonder if I have to put like a asterisk in front of it. I don't know if this is doing, it's taking a really long time. Never mind on that part. Can I just type text document? There's a lot of debugs. Just want to see, I really want to see what one of these looks like, and if it would tell me something about problems I've had in the past. A lot of junk in here. Those are not .txt files. What is this? Zero data. Interesting. Well, these are all text documents. I like that there's something called bugsplat.log. Well, there is a blend autosave file. That is interesting. Actually, it was just written, so this is where my autosave file is. Nice to know. I guess that's for an empty project. I think once you, I wonder if once you have opened a project, if it actually stores those things. Inside that? I feel like we'd have seen that though, right? They're all the blend 1 files, which are basically just backups of what you're working on anyway. Can I do details? Crash? Oh. Huh. Well, not useful. What's backup? Oh, something that SpeedTree made. Yeah. I want to know. Appears to not do anything. Yeah. Well, hick. I just want to see what it would have written out for a crash. It sounds like good stuff. Because I have had issues where, like, I'm fairly certain that an add-on was, like, crashing things, and I could not confirm that because I couldn't find any information on it. Written on the name of the currently loaded blend file. A file is written based on... Yeah, okay, duh. Batch scripts are provided in the Blender installation so that you can get around things that are breaking it. If a crash happens... In Blender module, a stack trace is also written to a file. That's just... Does it, maybe it just doesn't ever do it. Like, I wonder how often a Blender crash is like, it's able to be ahead of itself enough to realize that a crash is happening and to log information. Like, I feel like it might just not sometimes. But I don't know. It could be that Blender, somebody else is saying like they couldn't find any info. It could be that Blender was able to write a crash log. Example, when the crash was not caused by Blender but by the OS or graphics driver. Like, how often do you think that's what's actually... I feel like so many times I bet that's why Blender crashes. Like, Blender gives something to the graphics driver where it's like, huh? And then it's like, let's die now. And then that's it. Okay, well, anyway, that was... I feel like... I don't think we're going to find any good info. I'm sorry. But it was an interesting rabbit hole to go dive down. If you ever discover how you actually find good information about a Blender crash, let me know. But, yeah. Fun. Okay. I think I can make a new sequence that has a camera cuts track in it. If the documentation can't tell you, yeah. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go learn how Windows works. I'm gonna go to school to learn about all the boring, you know, temp directories and system stuff that's going on in Windows. Yeah. The only thing I can suggest in terms of a workaround is to see if you can start a new blend file and import like the asset you already have from an existing blend file, and then maybe it will separate. I mean, if it is that there's too much stuff, that could help, but also it might be that like whatever thing was buggy with that file might not necessarily be in the stuff that you import from it. So something to try if you haven't already. Shots. Okay, so I have a shot. If I double click this, I'm inside the shot, which is called shot 1. Add. Let me look at this. Okay, so I have the shot. Right-clicking a shot, navigating to the bottom of the menu will reveal shot-specific actions. Oh, where you can do takes. I don't think we really need to do takes. I don't need to do that right now. This is all... Oh, you can make it a different color. That's fun. You can add thumbnails. That's good. When a shot is opened from within a level sequence, it will be displayed with the context of the root level sequence. It'll be just, wait. Within the context of the root level sequence. This will include elements from that sequence and other neighboring shots in order to provide the full scene context. So I'm guessing that means that When I open this, I'll still see the other shots around it, maybe? Okay, we'll find out. Okay, you can set this to the trimmed region. Okay. Oh, there's so much junk. This is like really all the... like inheritance and how all that junk works. Take is just kind of a duplicate of a shot with alternate properties. And if you want to switch them up, you can. Okay. Now, if I want to go up here, we are inside a sequence, and I want to animate a camera. Can I just drag a camera? If I type shot up here, I have shot one camera. Can I just plop it in here? Ooh, it did it. Okay. Now, that sequence that I called shot one has this in it, the camera and the camera cuts track, and looking through that camera I created, it's framed up the way I wanted it to be. Now I can do, I'm selecting the camera, I can go over here and I can just click keyframe. I can move like 60 frames. Let's do 90 frames. We'll do a little pan over the course of 3 seconds. And move it to like here. Keyframe that. Let's frame that up in the timeline we want. Oh wait, is it not gonna let me do that? What? What? Oh. Maybe I have to go... That seems weird. Why are you like this? Mm-mm. Did it animate? Yeah, it's animating. You can see in the shot one camera. Why can't I not? No. Back to that. Do I have to go here? And then change the length of it? I guess it is setting that stuff based on the length of what I have here for this shot. And then I go back. Yeah, that's how it gets framed. Okay. But why don't I see the animation now? I have to click here. Yeah. Okay. So I have this move. I also want to get rid of the easing that's on there. I think I missed it. Did I miss it? Linear easing. Did you do it? Yeah. Okay, so... Okay. We have that going on. Okay, now we can go up a level. And we can like move this around in our little timeline above. Okay. Now we want another shot. Hey, film composer. How are you? Shots. I need... How did I do this again? Insert shot. We're going to make another one. Call it shot 2. Oh man, I think I'm figuring it out finally. Save. Oh. I want it on the same timeline. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, let's see. So just make it shorter. Put it up here. Let's just do it to here, just to make it easy. Why are you like this? Shot 2. Oh, I see. It does show it in the context of your whole timeline. Okay, so we need to go to shot 2, camera, and drag that in here. And we've got a track for it. And we want to move it to where it is framed up so that it fits in our whole timeline just right. Okay. And let's go to shot 2 camera. Set a key. Move it to the end of our timeline and do like this. Be in like right here. Set another key. Make those linear. Okay, cool. So now we have this move. Oh, you're too fast, actually. Way too fast. Can I guess I have to... How do I move? There we go. Shift. Shift and scroll wheel. Let's make this way longer. Let's make it like... Drag it out to like here. And also drag this out. Okay. Go up to the timeline. Extend things out. All right. So now we pilot this. Yay! Sequence! We've done it! Cool. That's awesome. Finally. Doing well. How's the progress coming along? It's coming along okay. It's been an interesting couple days. Just churning on the idea of what I should be doing again, and also changing my mind again about what I should be focusing on. So I do want to. I want to finish this, render out these shots, get some feedback from people on them, and see what's next. I watched some videos yesterday and realized a lot of things about how unoptimized my workflow is and the way I'm like making textures and assets and stuff. So I need to kind of take a step back and look at that. It's fine for doing this portfolio stuff to demonstrate, you know, my understanding of how to put a whole thing together, but for actual functional game art. I need to be thinking up some different ways, kind of thinking through ways to optimize better than I am, which means using way smaller textures on things and doing some magic in my materials to make things look detailed in kind of a more reusable way without being like a bespoke, like detailed thing. Effects with the 6 degrees of freedom for the camera pan. I like that idea. Yeah, there's another thing I want to figure out how to do that I haven't done yet is you can pan, like you do like a tracking shot with a like a, what do they call it, on rails kind of camera where it follows the curve, and excuse me, and then you can lock your point of view to something, so your camera is doing a move but it's also rotating and keeping focused on a subject. I think that would be a good thing to do. Let's look that up, because I think I understand this now finally, like how the sequences and the shots all relate to each other and what the difference is and all that stuff. So I have a sequence. I could like theoretically flip around and it should still work. Yeah. Like that's not a good... It's kind of an interesting transition because it's kind of going over to the tree and then zooming in on the tree, but it's kind of weird and jarring because you're facing a totally opposite direction. But I'll think through how I want to sequence those. For now, for the purposes of just making sure we know how this stuff works, stick with this. I might do one other shot because I was thinking it might be fun to do one that's like up along the ceiling. I'm gonna duplicate shot 2. Get the control back and pilot this camera. This is kind of cool up here. The ceiling and everything. I don't know. Although it's going towards nothing. Going towards nothing on this wall back here that I dislike. We can do this. Maybe. Could follow like one of these tracks sort of things. I don't know. This looks real flat on this wall over here. So maybe not the best shot. Blown out. All right. We'll just... I'll go ahead and do the same thing and duplicate. So I have one that's just a reference for where I was starting, I guess. Oops. Ooh, that moved weird. Shot 3 camera. So much on this left side that's like empty. We need to start over here. It'd be cool to like do a little. Yeah, maybe this shot will be the one where we do the on rails tracky thing. Let's see here. Let's Unreal. What do they call that kind of shot? It's not a tracking shot. I mean, it is a tracking shot, but it's a dolly. Is it a dolly shot? I don't know. Camera jibs and dollies. Jibs. Rail and crane. I want to do rail. Yep. The camera rig rail is used to emit a camera dolly, which is used to create tracking shots. The rail track length and curvature can be modified. Actors, cinematic camera rig rail. I'll just put it in here, I guess. Okay. Cool. Oh. Why can't I get something between these two, huh? Very strange. What is happening? So cinematic camera rig rail. Yeah, no, what am I piloting? Yeah, we're gonna eject. Am I? Yeah. Did it make it? Oh good, look at all these things I named rail. Okay, it's not a thing that's in the scene. It said I made it though. Drag it from the camera and into your viewport. What? Is that not what I just read? Hold on. Drag it from the panel. Oh, you have to drag it into the... Okay. No, it says I placed one, so... There it is. That's weird how I couldn't see it a minute ago. Okay. There is my rig rail. Move the camera to your chosen position relative to the dolly. Here it is. Look at that. Oh, that's a Bezier handle. Bezier. I get it. I'm getting it. No snaky. No, that's so snaky. Oh, I can just rotate it, huh? I don't actually have to tell you what I just did, but I wish this weren't so... Oh, you know what? It's because of this. Boop. That's better. That's not bad. All right. Now camera 3 is up here. Let's move it up here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy where this is, and I'm gonna paste. And now they're in the same spot. And I'm also gonna move this up some more, I think, so that it's not actually in our view when we're using the camera. Okay. Looking at this now, it needs to be like way bigger. Go over here. No, I want this handle, you dummy. All right, we do this. Yes, okay. Oh no. Okay. Now it said to parent the camera underneath. Oh wait. Duplicate. I didn't do that. Oh no, that's right. I did do that. That's right. Where did the thing go? You think you figured it out based on your lack of documentation? Autosaves were saving on your small drive used for Windows instead of everything else. Okay. Was your drive just running out of space? I'm glad you figured it out. Let's see. C was super full. Yeah, C, you don't ever want to be super full. Although... C's got 320 gigs. That's okay. That's workable. My backup drive, not a good situation. It is exploding. Everything else is like, ugh. One day I don't know, buy another hard drive. Games and game-based projects eat up a lot of space. And also when you like are making a new file every time you make a major change to a thing, like I do in Blender, it's just like the more stuff that's in there, the more it's just getting duplicated out. I probably should go back and delete some of them, but I guess I'll do it when I'm desperate. Another hard drive connector. Ugh. Hassles. I tell you what. Here's the rail. This needs to be in a folder or something. I can't keep digging for all this stuff. Cameras. Move to you really gonna do this like this? There we go. Okay. So now everything I need is right here. Okay, so now I should be able to take this and drag it underneath the rail. And then we'll see what happens. How do I do this now? Camera rail uses in blueprint splines for determining length and shape. By default, the rail uses linear spline points at the start and end. These points can be selected and moved to adjust the length. So you can make them real crazy if you want to. Oh, okay. And that's it. It just has a has a position value that moves whatever is parented to it, I guess. Let's see how that works. Yeah, there we go. It's doing it. Clever. It needs to lock onto something and rotate and not just be a weird C-shaped panning thing. But wow. And now I guess I just add that to the the shot sequence and animate that value. Let's scooch on over here. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna pin this here. And kind of now, no, I don't want to see through both of the things. Oh, I guess hold on. Interesting. So if I select the rail, I get a preview the same way. Now I can like scooch it over this way. That's not the one I wanted. Why does it look like it's going the wrong way? What? Okay, that's glitchy. Glitchified. Let's unpin. What is it showing me? Am I again like moving up and down? We should stick. Oh, the thing that's okay. The camera's orientation is weird based on. It's not really following the angle of this very well. So I guess I should like rotate the Z like this, and then it will follow it better. Current position. Oh, weird. Yeah, I gotta control the orientation of it too. Lock orientation to rail. And there we go. Oh, look at that. That's better. It's not exactly what I want in the end, but like, okay, good to know I can just do that. It doesn't feel like it's doing much moving. It sort of feels like it's locked in place because it's looking down so far, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Let's, for practice, go back to that animation track. I guess I need the camera rig rail on the track, not the camera. Ooh, sorry. I've been really tired the past couple days. I don't know what it is. Staying up too late, that's what it is. Got very distracted by video games. Let's see. So I'm going to go back to cinematic sequences. Going to go to my camera animation. Going to add a new shot by clicking plus and insert shot, which is the fact that it's the only thing in this list made me overlook it like so many times. So insert shot. We're going to call this one shot 3. It will make a new sequence. I didn't see if there was an option to make a new shots, have it not make a new shots track or what, but, and we're gonna go back here, make it like this long, 83 frames. Let's make it 90, a nice even 3 seconds. Should probably make these 24 frames a second too to make them feel cinematic, but okay. Scooch you this away. Shows a set selection end. Oh wait, if I do, can I do like that and say set selection end? What if I do like this? Oh, what are you doing? What? Oh. Hmm. That did it. Okay. The music stopped. It's what keeps me alive. What is it gonna be next? Gotta rotate some different stuff in here. Listen to the same things all the time. Well, I guess Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. YouTube probably won't like it, but YouTube will probably tell me I can't make money off of it. Which is fine, because so far that has not even been in the realm of possibility. Let's see. Now, do I have to drag you in here? Boop. Camera rig rail. Rig rail. Key that. Where's my playhead? Where did I key that? Oh, what? What? Right there. There we go. Oh no, that was my transform. I did this wrong. Camera position on rail. Add a key. That works. And then scroll to the end of this. Add a key. Change it to 1. Did that work? Yeah. Whoa, wait, what? That is a major twisty rotation. It's doing it though. That's what it's supposed to look like. Supposed to. Supposed to. I might have to adjust some stuff. Also, I need to do the thing I've been doing and tell it I don't want it to ease on this camera move. All right, let's think. Let's think. What do you say? Okay. Well, that's pretty easy. I like that. I'm gonna do a little thing here that says, oh, come on. I don't want the huge tooltip. Do a little paste into my document. Sequence, track, animate, position property. Boop. I skipped some steps here. Like parent. The camera under the rail. And the outliner. Okay, now we know how to do that. And finally, what we need to know how to do is track. We want the camera to keep its focus on an object. Jibs. This looks like the same process for the crane. Yep, okay. And then it will give you realistic, you know, limitations basically to what you end up doing. And if you're doing virtual production, I imagine that like you will match these values to what your actual crane is. Or have that being input into Unreal so that your in-scene camera matches your live camera. Crazy stuff. Let's see. Yep, that's what I did. Look at that for a man. Okay, crane, same deal. It's got properties you can add. I just drug mine in here though. I guess that's fine. Combining crane and rail. Holy smokes. Whoa. Nifty. Okay. All right. Well, now we know about that. Actually, I'm going to do the thing I forgot to do and post. Not post, but paste where I'm getting this information from. Oh, meh. That's fine. Hold on. Yeah, I always do. Okay. I'm surprised that there's not a thumbnail. Usually there's like, oh, there it is. It's not a good one, but okay. Cool. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Now, Unreal. Camera. Target. How do you set a view target from a camera component? Blah-blah, blah-blah, blah-blah. Set view target with blend. With the player controller as the target. Oh my god, what? Find camera component when view target. No, I don't think that is... Huh. Okay, let's look a little more. Unreal 5, set camera orientation from target. It doesn't seem right. No. No, yucky. Unreal 5 target camera. No. There's got to be a way to do this without having to write a blueprint for it. Ugh. It's probably something very, like, basic, where you can lock the orientation of anything. It's probably very generic. Look at tracking settings. Hello. Enable look at tracking. Actor to track. What if we did this? Uh-oh. Dragon head panel, I'll just remember that. It doing it! Oh, it's easy. I don't think this is a very great shot, but now I know how to do it. Is it doing it? Maybe if we did something that was a little more obvious. What if I had it look at this? Hanging rail, oh my god, which one are you? Hanging rail corner 2. Hanging rail. Oh my god. There it is. Not really doing it. Allow roll. Oh. Oh. It is doing it. This thing's root is right here. Which is useful for placement relative to the columns around it, but probably not the most practical. So what I need to do, I'll just make, this is what I saw somebody else do, is they made a new basic, what did they do? I think they used a trigger sphere. And they position this where they wanted the camera to look. They being Jeremy at the Dynasty Empire. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, and now trigger sphere is what I want to target, so I should be able to go. Specify it as the target. Look at that. The camera rotated just the way it's supposed to. That looks stupid, but look at this. Can I? Yeah. Totally working though. Totally working though. We know how to do it now. This is not a good shot, but we did it anyway. And I was watching his stream. He was like animating the target's position so that like as the camera swung around something, you could shift the position to a different spot and it would stay where you would want the camera to look, which was really smart and cool. And gave a really nice result. But I need to think about my actual sequence of shots and what I want them to look like. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be back shortly. Hello. I'm back. Realizing that I have to do something with this shot to make it actually work with the camera. So I think I need to Alright, it's celery and now I'm gonna have a celery problem. Right, I have to shot track. Shot 3. Thank you. What did I do here? I did something wrong. This is shot 3. My ear. No, wait a sec. No, wait a second. If I go to shot 2, there's a camera cuts track. And the camera. Hello, Leia. Shedding. Okay. I don't need the shots track. I think I just need to drag my... Oh, it's here. I think I just need to drag this in here as well. That was it. Yeah, okay. So now if I go up to the top of my sequence again and hit play, yeah, see, we actually see thumbnail here now. We didn't before. Oops, I got a pilot. Yay! Look at that. That's fun. I'm a director. I gotta get my tea. I'll be right back. Let's go on. Leia, come here. What are you doing? Oh, don't rub your face on my water bottle. Ew, no. Don't do it. Yeah. Layer break. We having a layer break? I think we are. Let me see here. I forgot which one of these I... rubbing against the desk. You're being loud. Good job, microphone. Yeah, she's a she. By the way, we do have a boy cat named Loki. But he doesn't ever want to sit in my lap. Or anybody's lap. No problem, no problem. Yeah, this is Leia. It's like she knows she's on camera. Looking straight at it. I guess there's a little light on it. Is that getting your attention? Is that what it is? Nice. Okay. What do I want to do next? Did the target thing. We did the rails thing. We did. Now we know how to switch cameras. I wonder if the fact that I'm using existing cameras is a problem. I don't know. Probably not. Okay, she's had enough. Bye! Yeah. Time to go meow at the door. Oh boy, the cat hair is flying. It's like... Alright. I don't like you telling me what's a good size and what's a bad size. G. Get rid of that stuff. It'd be fun to like do some stuff with focus too. This shot's interesting, but I'm wondering if I should stick a light on the camera or something to just give it a little bit of fill, because it's just so like everything is backlit except for what's out the windows, which I think is kind of cool, but I don't know. Let's see what happens if I do it. Oh, there's deer in my front yard. Here they go. I would try to point the camera at them, but they are on the move. Look out, truck. Man, there they go running through my neighbor's front yard. Wow. Huh. Let's see if I can point across the street. Can you see that out there? Oh man, it wants to focus on the screen. There they go. The neighborhood deer. Small but visible. There was a day a few months back where I was taking a walk and like 9 of them, just a group, crossed the street. Barely a mouthful. It doesn't feel like an area that you would have deer. Like, we're very close to, like, major roads with lots of traffic, and I guess there's enough wooded area around here, though, to where they have a place to go. Alright, let's see. What is next? Just gonna see if I can put a light on that camera just to see if that actually worked. It's the Shot 2 camera. Just put a point light on there. Super dim. Needs to be like... Well, that's kind of cool. Let's see if I can... It's affecting enough. get it in the center of the view so that it tracks with the camera. And now point light 2. Call this cam 2 light. Now if I drop this under shot 2 camera. Yes, that worked. Okay. What's that look like now? Probably too fast. That shot's probably just too fast in general. I don't think it's... It looks like it's not showing the whole shot. I don't know how I necessarily do this. What is this? I don't know if these selections are for these markers. Can I right click this? Oh. Oh. Select shot 2 camera. That didn't do it. Clear selection range. I don't know how this... I guess I have to drag it? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, that is the end right there. Auto size. That. Okay, I think that worked. Yeah. But I wanted to make this longer, so. Add another second. Oops, overshot. There we go. Oh, did you? I saw the light reflecting somewhere that it shouldn't have been. That was a weird. I don't know. I saw reflections like in the center of the ring thing when the camera cut, which I don't know how you change that. I think that's a weird Unreal thing. This still feels too fast. Oh, we're in a weird... I wonder if I could set, like, the time. A specific time. Like, the length. Be cool if I could just set the length. Properties. If we did like 5 seconds, it's 120 frames. I've forgotten how to do math. Don't judge me. Performance anxiety, 210. Oh, it's there already. It's already 5 seconds long. I don't understand why there's 2 separate. There's a shot in between these that is showing up. Why? You know what it is it's, I think, where's the blending thing? Can blend, it's part of camera cuts. I think that's what I was just looking at. Not blending. Oh, you know what it is? The length of this, I think, has an empty frame at the start of it because I adjusted it. I need to go here and what did I do? Auto size. Still see it. No. Hmm. Why? It's this track that's showing up. Oh. Or it's because I had that as the active. No. Why is this one fine and this one's not? It don't make sense. That's weird. No, there was something. There was something I could set that said use previous camera or something. Not sure. So that if you do a transition, it doesn't get weird. Huh. Can I like multi-select and then set auto size on all of it? Weirdness. I just need to overlap a little. It still does it. That is just the most annoying thing. Unreal 5 shot. Shots track frame between. What if I did this? I guess that works. It doesn't seem like it should be a problem because they're switching. Oh. Well, now it's not. I put them on the same track. Don't worry about me, I'm just going crazy. I don't know if that was a bug or what, but it stopped doing it. Camera light. Let's bump this baby up even more and also make it bigger. No, we need to mess with the attenuation radius, I don't think. Just the intensity. Barely doing anything. The outside light is so bright that the exposure is compensating. 50,000. I wonder if a rect light would look better. This looks too much like someone shining a flashlight. I don't know. Oops. Whoa, where am I? That's weird. Why did it put it way the heck over here? Hold on now. Camera rect light. Now it's where it's supposed to be. If I made it really warm or really cool, that might be weird if it was really cool. Weird in a good way. Light color, use temperature, you get like 8,000. Contrast to what's going on outside, 10,000. Hi, that's insane. Temperature went to 1,000. Oops, 10. It's super warm. That feels very artificial because it's so white. Maybe this is more natural. to have a warmer kind of candle feeling. That's too warm. Still feels fast. So I want to add another second to this. Why is this long? Like, it's longer than it is in the... So we want it to go. There you go. It probably would make sense to do it this way. Still see a flash of the light disappearing. It's weird. Maybe it's something else. Maybe a little underlit would be good. Kind of like the way it looks mysterious. Let's see if I need to change door angles any. Nah, it's not doing much. I see the light up there now. Just realizing it's up there, like shining on this weird corner. That'd be an interesting thing to have to solve, is to have it despawn when the camera's not active. I don't know how you do that. I guess you could animate its visibility on and off. I'm totally. If you look like right here where that target is, you can see the orange from the light that was just shining and it recomputing like the lighting. Because I guess it got close to that at this end and started shining on it, and then the camera snaps back to where it started, and then it's not there anymore. Which is kind of weird. Weird GI thing. If I Did something just bite me? I just wonder. There's an ant in here the other day. It's paranoid ants are biting me. I think if this is my target, I need to move my rig over a little bit. Well, why is this still? Oh, selection. Really feels like it's just pivoting on one tiny spot. I think I need to. I don't know. It's too close. It's too close. What if I swap these out? No, shot 2 first. And shot 3 and then shot 1. You're looking at these like dragon heads in the trees, and then you go to this other, here's one on the ground, and then you're like another cut to, that might be awkward too, cutting to that other one. It's farther away from the thing we were just looking at. Also, it's like twisting really hard, which I don't think is good. This would be a fun experiment to try to do, is to move the target. So I'm going to do cam2 target. Why is that seeming so funky in terms of like it's the track and the spline are like really far from each other now for some reason. I broke it. I done broke it. How do I fix that? Scale? It doesn't say I touch scale. It's tangent stuff, I guess. Arrive tangent, leave tangent. Can I? It doesn't want me to like zeroed them out. And we'll get a line again. It's weird though. It's what is your problem? Rotation. I don't know what's happening. Well, the camera seems to be following the actual spline. I don't understand why this track is like not attached to it anymore. What? I want to rotate the tangent. Let me rotate the tangent. I wonder if the fact that I have animation on some of this stuff is why it's... No, I don't have animation on this stuff. Why? What is your problem? I braked it. I braked it. I just saved it a bunch of times instead of undid it a bunch of times. Oh well. Okay, that's where I broke it. At some point I moved the spline away from the... I think I just moved the spline. I don't know how I did that. Oh well. Move to camera. Cam to target. Key. Oh, I needed. Oh, if I just do this, will it put it in here? Yes, it will. I love that. I love that. Okay, I keyed it at a really stupid place in my shot, though. I need to go here. Let's go back to this again. Click. The location, and then we want to change is everything broken? Something is bad now. I did a bad. This is the end of... Hold on. Cam to target. I think I got these confused. This is... Who are you? Shot 3. I put it in the wrong thing. I need to go to shot 3, which is here. Let's eject from this for now and make this way longer. Okay, and now we can do that thing here. And then as we get here, our target Whoopsie. Moves to here. What's that look like when we fly by? Natural. It needs to be like gradual over the course of like the whole timeline, maybe. It's like there's too much of a turn at the end, but it's working. And it's too fast, and there's too much of a twist in the thing the whole time, I think. Wow. Let's do 48. Oh, there's also easing in this that I think might be weird. I don't know. Easing is good a lot of the time, but you're going to be cutting a camera, it's kind of weird. Oops. Hmm. Auto size. Like if I can get this shot to look like 100% smoother, that actually isn't too bad of a transition into the shot of the tree. That's weird. Is that floating? I think it is. I think my lamp is floating here. Yeah. Now it's in the ground. Dang ya. Okay. Can I scooch it without it cause any visual problems. Why is this thing like doing right here? It's just sitting still and not moving. I think I got a weird. I think I got a weird. I do got a weird. There's a weird. You know what? I'm gonna also change my target so it's a little higher up. Good. I will never learn. It didn't do it. Maybe I didn't keyframe all the... I jump into a whole different thing at this point. Where did it go? Okay. Oh, that's weird. How the last... I guess it's the same keyframe that the camera shot changes on or something. Yeah, there's like a weird... They're gonna not let me. Do these still exist separately on top of each other, or does the new one override the old one? Yeah, I think it copies over it. But wait. But wait. Oh, what are you doing? You are driving me nuts. Why? I just moved it. And I set a frame. And it moved it. What the? You don't make any sense. Up here. My spheres are up here. Location. It moved again. I think I've got something weird happening here. Something weird and bad and evil. Delete these keys. Yeah, I think I had two keyframes stacked on top of each other. Something weird. Or something weird. We'll do it here too. Yeah, because now I still have keys. And that's probably my fault that that was being weird. Now I do this. And it didn't snap away that time, which is happy. But it's still doing that thing where I can't easily set the end of that one. But if I tell it to not pilot it, well, no, then it snaps back on the frame, so maybe it's the auto whatchamacallit auto size. You're killing me. Musics. Leia, are you in crazy mode? What's happening? What's the matter? Need more lap time? Ooh. It's too short or something. I need to dusty up that brassy stuff. I don't know about this shot. It's a good experiment for learning, but I don't know if I like it. I think that one's kind of cool though. Oh, it might be cool to like. Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about do something with depth of field in this one. Mess with the focus. The way that swings around doesn't feel good. It's too swinging too far or something. Fun to set up. I feel like I need a shot that's like outside in the courtyard or something. Maybe a tree shot. Fun. Ooh, cropped. Why are my leaves like... You see that, where these leaves are getting cut off? What the heck? Speed tree! Ripply tree branches. That's weird. What is that? Fog card? I don't think this tree looks very good close up. I'm sort of scared to get this close to it. There's a weird vine in the tree. What? Oh, that's grass. Uh-oh. I guess I painted some grass in the tree. Can I? How do I change it? Oh, God. There we go. Delete. There's a lot. Uh-oh. I really feel like there should probably be more different grass. Did I get it? Nope. Maybe that was all of it. There's probably more in places, but... Oh yeah, definitely. Whoa. That's kind of pretty. A low shot of like the nice like subsurface stuff happening. I don't know. I feel like kind of mixed on the way the wind animation looks and also the tree in general. I'm not really super wanting to go back to the tree again for the like 5th time. Yeah, oh, there could be an interesting shot here. A little, the sky is so blown out. Not sure. A rarity, tree grass. Checking an email. Alright, I'm gonna leave this camera here for now, because this might be something. I also don't like the ground. The ground gets so blown out by the sun. Like, it's sort of a mess. It just looks like gray. It probably means I need to turn down the light intensity, but I think I already did that. And if I do that, a lot of my global illumination will disappear. think I want to get too close to this either because it is like nothing. It's like it's a flat plane with some emissive. This is kind of for the background to have some sort of something happening. All right, I need a quick break. Then I'll come back and probably only have a few more minutes left to stream, but I'll be back in a few. All right, does this mean there are 31,000? Yes, 31,000 instances of this grass thing that I made. That sounds like a lot. Anyway, well, why is it this, That was odd. It changed the, framing of the camera. I guess it's because I had to open that little side panel. That's why. This shot needs to be slightly less twisty. I did this. Oh, that probably twists more because it has to be looking at that thing that's like way over there. That's not so bad. That feels way more smooth and natural than the other. It's kind of cool because then like the highlights that are popping up sort of are the center of focus. And the motion is sort of emphasizing that. That's neat. I like it. It feels like it needs a little more time on the end of the move where it is looking at the thing. Maybe it won't feel as much like that once it's in context with the other shots. I don't know, let's see. Kind of feels like it needs a connection from this like really high up shot to like the thing on the ground. We'll think about it. Hey, but this is an achievement today. Like, being able to do this at all. I wonder if I did a look at with this too, where like it just shifts slightly from down here to the tree as it's going. 'Cause right now it's going towards sort of nothing. Hmm. Uh-oh. Ugh. I wish it would stop cutting. There we go. It's not terrible. I'll definitely need to tweak it a bunch and maybe add a couple other angles, or I'm not sure. All right, I think I need to wrap it up for the day. But I'll be back soon. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you stopping by, Clowns Corp. Hua, film composer. Still, schedule-wise, I still don't know what I'm doing. It's the summer, and it's hard to figure out what's happening week to week. So, I've been generally trying to hit Tuesdays and Thursdays, but obviously I missed Tuesday. But we'll see, and who knows, I might get on here in between. But, yep. Anywho, take it easy. We'll chat soon. See ya.